Yeah, Mark, we've been talking about this all week. The preparations for Monday when Title 42 was supposed to be lifted. We've heard from those NGOs, those non-governmental organizations this week. To my left here, we have these green tents that migrants have set up along the sidewalk. Let's walk down a little further here, David. As we get more into the shaded area, you'll see dozens of migrants still camping out here. They have water, food, snacks. They are handing out clothes. When I first got here, I got my camera out. I zoomed into the investigation over there. It seems police are really focusing on the parking lot of that Wing Daddies. You're watching this Scope and Flames. Your business is right there. You've been there for 3.5 years. What are your emotions watching this right now? A moment to remember the lives we lost. I leave you tonight with a look at this memorial. It keeps going past me down to Majestic Ridge. You can see the cop cars down there. But we have our light turned off to show you how dark it can get on Pelicano Drive come nighttime. Let's go ahead and turn that light on right now. You see I'm standing right here. I even have a reflective vest on. I got my handy dandy infrared thermometer just to show you how hot it is on the surface of our roof. It's 122 degrees. And of course you can see, look, I'm not doing anything, guys. I'm hanging on for dear life to this umbrella right here. I am working on my pickleball skills right now because before yesterday, I had never played this game, but now I am completely hooked. What does that mean? Can we put that number in perspective? That leads us to our next segment here. Math with Dylan. Even though it's the summer, Eric, learning always continues. So we went on the boat with them. We got in the water with them to see how they're trained to rescue these people. It's been raining like this for about 20, almost 30 minutes. Dr. Lozzi suggests an N95 mask or a surgical mask like this one. So I went to San Jacinto Plaza looking for reasons people should come to El Paso. Looked like this. The highest temperature we saw on June 12th at 109. It's where you insert your money and get a temporary debit card. We found this car right here. As you can see, 2 bullet holes, stray bullets that came from this shooting, and discreetly drop off their medications in one of these 2 boxes. No questions asked. So that pilot had to land a plane with no power on an active roadway surrounded by power lines. Say you shop at Albertsons. Well, you can download their app. On there, you'll find digital coupons. But right now, it's a rush at the dawn to get things where they need to be in time for tip-off. Just 4 miles from El Paso, there's a new industry growing. And in just 7 days, it's going to be legal to buy and sell recreational cannabis. El Paso County saw a 15% voter turnout. And how hot can you get inside here?
Well, you think with the temperatures that are out here, 110, 115 degrees, and then just multiply that because it's a confined area, it becomes just like an oven.
Described like an oven, these semi-trailers have been used as a way to smuggle migrants into the country, and it can become deadly. At least 51 dead in San Antonio found inside a semi-trailer. People suffering from heat stroke. We're inside a semi-trailer right now. I have my surface thermometer. It's 1:40 in the afternoon. Let's see how hot it is inside here. Right now the temperature is reading at 92.1 degrees. But granted, the doors are open right now and it's only 88 degrees outside in El Paso, which is pretty moderate considering we're in the summer. Authorities say there was no sign of air conditioning unit or water inside the trailer.
We don't even treat animals like that. We don't treat cattle like that when they're in the trucks.
Robert Almonte is a retired U.S. Marshal and has seen human smuggling firsthand. He says it's common to see people jammed into semi-trailers or passenger vehicles. It's very dangerous. Even just 5 minutes in the trailer by myself, I started to get uncomfortably hot and was happy to be out. Oof.
You'll notice that there's seals around the doors and any place that there could potentially be an opening.
I spoke with the Vice President of Safety and Risk Management at Mesilla Valley Transportation, Alan Lowry. He said even an air conditioning unit inside is still extremely dangerous because the unit is not designed to circulate fresh air.
I mean, you could use up the oxygen really quickly in there and it could potentially hurt anybody. They're not designed to haul humans.
Drivers at Mesilla Valley are trained to check their truck before and after trips to make sure there is not an unwanted stowaway. Almonte says migrants are aware of the dangers of smuggling, but it does not stop them.
They don't think it's going to happen to them. They don't think it's going to happen to them. And then they're willing to take those risks.
On Tuesday mornings, Veterans Park Rec Center is consumed by pickleball, a sport gaining momentum in El Paso. But what exactly is it? It kind of looks like tennis, but there are some major differences between these two sports, and I'm not just talking about the different style rackets. Take a look. These are the different dimensions of a tennis court and a pickleball court. As you can see, a tennis court is much larger and a lot more ground to cover, and a pickleball court is a lot more compact. And there are different rules to the games. To understand it more, I had to get myself on the court.
Knuckles up, popcorns.
I got my first lesson from Benjamin Avalos. He's been playing this game for decades.
Good.
The goal was to get good enough to play on the court with the big dogs, people who have played for years, to see what made this game so popular.
I haven't found anybody who tries it and then says, nah, I'm good, and walks away. Everybody's like, this is so easy and so fun.
The sport is popular among all ages, but has a big following in the senior community and ex-tennis players.
A lot of tennis players have knee problems or hip problems or shoulder problems, so this allows them to cover a smaller court and still have fun.
This sport even helped Avalos' wife during a hard time. She was an athlete her entire life.
I used to windsurf with my husband. We water skied together. We snow skied together.
But an accident at work left her paralyzed from the waist down. It was hard for her to find a sport where she could stay active and socialize.
I feel like a regular person again, a person who can enjoy sports.
Get in, fall in.
After one game, even I was hooked. But there was a problem. There were no permanent pickleball courts in El Paso County. They have to share areas like tennis courts and recreation centers, which means a space to play is not guaranteed.
4 pickleball courts can fit on this site.
But that's about to change. The county is planning to install 4 permanent pickleball courts at Escalante Park in a few months.
With the growing demand of pickleball, we want to make sure we had pickleball courts in our Central Park.
News this group has been waiting for.
Very exciting. We can't wait. We can't wait.
Today we give thanks for Anthony's life and for all those years you were blessed with the time he spent with you.
We've lost one of our own, so it's a tragic loss for us. It's a huge hole in our department anytime that we lose someone of the caliber of Agent Salas.
The video is well known. A woman going into the spider monkey enclosure at the El Paso Zoo and feeding the animals Cheetos. It gained international attention.
I was shocked that someone had recorded it and shocked that it went viral.
This is Lucy Ray. Almost a year after that video went viral, things have changed in her life. Most notably, her job. A day after the video went viral, Ray says she lost her job at a law firm and was harassed on social media. Harassment she doesn't believe she deserves. Now she works for this man, defense attorney Mark T. Davis. Davis says she has been an excellent employee, already receiving 3 raises since being hired.
The Cheeto incident was really great for me. It's great to have Lucy working here.
Now, something might seem off about this picture. A large bag of Cheetos front and center. Ray placed that bag in front of our microphone and kept it there for the entirety of the interview. You had fed the spider monkeys in the enclosure Flamin' Hot Cheetos, so why do you bring these here today?
Well, for the record, it wasn't hot Cheetos, okay? They were regular Cheetos. Okay. But, you know, it's something that we can look past.
We asked her why she went into the enclosure, but she declined to answer the question because of a pending criminal case. Have you ever jumped in another enclosure of another animal before? At another zoo or anything like that?
No, no.
That didn't seem wrong to you at the time? To jump in the enclosure with the animals?
They were very excited, the monkeys.
They would look excited, but not in a positive way.
That's Dr. Victoria Milne, chief veterinarian at the El Paso Zoo.
And I can see how people would look at it and see a monkey making noise and jumping around, and that's really cute and fun. But the people who know those monkeys know that they were actually really upset.
Dr. Milne has worked with the spider monkeys at the zoo for 16 years. We showed her some of our interview with Ray and Davis. They say feeding a monkey a Cheeto is not a crime.
No animal was ever abused. I think they liked the Cheetos, didn't they?
They loved them.
And there's no special monkey food.
This is their AM diet.
This is the special monkey food at the El Paso Zoo. Fruits and vegetables and some primate biscuits. Dr. Milne even says they do treat animals every once in a while with things like Jell-O, peanut butter, and Cheerios, but no Cheetos. Dr. Milne agrees one Cheeto will not hurt the animals, but guests should still not feed them. That's why they have this sign on the enclosure. The real crime, Dr. Milne says, is what Ray did before feeding the monkeys.
She jumped in near the edge over here, towards the end of the moat.
This is the monkey enclosure today. More fencing was added to one section after the video went viral.
The abusive part was to get in close to animals that are not familiar with her, where she wasn't invited and where she's trespassing.
Well, I don't think I did anything wrong. As far as, you know, I didn't do anything wrong. I did not hurt anyone. There was no signs to not go in there.
As for her criminal case, El Paso police say they are still investigating the incident, so the district attorney cannot begin prosecution. Did you learn any lessons from this?
Just keep the Cheetos to myself. I can't share.
Sunday and Libby, the two monkeys that were seen in that video, are still here at the El Paso Zoo, alive and healthy. And like all animals here, zoo officials encourage the public to come out, come see them, but they do ask that you follow the rules. No feeding the animals, and of course, staying on this side of the fence. Reporting at the El Paso Zoo, Dylan McKim, ABC 7.